Hi. In this example, we'll be looking like how to add a 3D element into live action footage using Adobe After Effects. This is a new application has come with the new releases in 2025. This option is available in After Effects 2025. That should be noted, right? Then you can start downloading some assets of the 3D and you can add some lights. You can see nicely the shadows coming up, and you can scale up your objects and all so on. So let's see how to work with the 3D tracking in Adobe After Effects 2025. So let's get started. So I'll just close this project, which is just I was working on it. So same exercise. Let's do quickly. So first of all, import live action footage. I got this from Pixels, so you can find some footage actually. So this is the footage what we have, a small live action shot. So I'm just taking somewhere from like 4 seconds. So we have some certain angle, B in a keyboard. Let's go for a couple of seconds actually, or maybe at 12 to 10 to 12 some seconds. So let's say till 14 and 12 should be good enough. Yeah. 12 seconds. So you use the N in a keyboard for the ending and use an option called right click, trim to octave, comp area. So once it is done, now go to the window under the Effects and Presets tab, search for an option called Camera. You see there's a new option coming up like 3D camera tracker. I think there's an old one, but you can start importing some 3D assets too. So it just take a while to calculate the environment. We'll just take a break meanwhile. So you can see here, we have started from 241 frames it has to track, and then it has to generate 3D camera. So just pause for a while. That's great. So if you see here, we got some track data. Nicely, you can see some points, point cloud data has been generated here. To see the point cloud data, you can just increase a little bit size. You can see that, in advance. So I'm just making it a little bigger for the viewport. You can see nicely. Once it is done, so just like as regular usage, so I'm just selecting certain points on the ground to get it accurate. That's pretty good. And you can see we got some plane, align plane with those points. So just like one more time quickly. That's good. Right click and use an option called create solid and camera. Notice now you got a solid as well as camera. That's great. Nicely, you notice the object is stuck to your ground. It is not moving anywhere. Nice track data coming up. In case you find there is some jittering is happening around, what you can do is retrack the entire footage by using an option called detail analysis. So now it's not required, so it's done a good job. Keep it. So next is maybe I can just select this one. You can do a little of orientation, something like this, if required. So once that is done, what you require right away is you need to bring some 3D model, get into the project. So you can get these models from Sketchfab. I just got downloaded some couple of models here. So I'm just loading this one right now. Say import it. And make sure the file format should be GLB file format because which will come with your textures. You can import OBJs also there. So I'm loading this GLB file. So just say import it up. And I have some HDR also, just load both together. So we have this GLB file. Now once you do, put it on your composition. It gives an error, sorry, it can be a warning kind of thing. So this is the model settings and GLB file. And use the word called match the composition size. So use this and hit OK. Now you can notice now the model is here on the viewport and it has been moving around. But now what you require is you need to align this model to with this object. This is quite simple, 2 steps. So you can go to the translation, copy the position keys, Control C in the keyboard, go to the position, paste it. So it just stick there. And the orientation also. Click on the orientation, copy that, go to the rotation tab and click paste it there. So now notice now that's been aligned and nicely. And if you hit play, you see nicely it's just stuck to your object. That's pretty good. Now, once it is done, you can pick up this. I'm using a scale tool. Let's scale this model by like 2.5 times bigger. Let's make this 550. Yeah, that should be good enough. So I'm going to the orientation right now. I'm just rotating the model to face the front. Something like this. That's pretty good enough. So now if you just play, you see the object aligns there. Maybe I can just, it's good. And what I will see. So next. That's good. So now this is the first frame and this is the last frame. You can see nicely the model is been like, moving and wrapping around this. So to do this one more, if you see we have a ground plane too to get some lights and shadows. Use your HDRI image, what we have, and you can get from polyheaven.com. Bring your HDRI into the scene. You can turn it off, go to the new lights. Get this new option called environment line. Hit OK. Under the source, choose your HDR. Now you can see the light start changes actually. You can see it's affecting your only your 3D model. And cast shadows on. You can see it starts receiving the shadows. Use the surface. You can make it a little bigger. That's good. You will notice now the starts. You can see the shadows nicely has been falling off. Open the settings, geometry settings, and accept shadows only. So it's going to receive only your shadows. And you can just move your surface down. Yeah. And close it up. So now you have an object and it's nicely aligned to your object plane. You see, that's quite simple. And then, you can start working with your light source. You can see the intensity. I can just increase and decrease it. I can merge along with the existing line. Shadows on. The shadow percentage you can see. Nicely, you can increase and decrease the shadow percentage too, and so on. So then you'll be seeing something like this, where you can see nicely it just aligned to your, can you see? The corners and all, they're pretty much aligned to your one of your, just see this any one of the points. The object has been very accurately placed on your 3D surface and you have nicely the shadows also happening. Hope this session will be helpful and see you in the next topic. Thanks for watching.